Okay, today we're going to be talking about a huge game this weekend. It's Leeds versus Southampton. Now, a massive 6-point in the relegation battle. Obviously, Leeds' brand new manager. I did go on Twitter this morning and it did say he may not be able to manage them due to visa issues this weekend, which I think is a great bonus for us, but obviously it's not confirmed. But it'd be interesting to see whether Leeds would get a new manager bounce. I don't really have any reservations about their new manager. I haven't really done any research on him, haven't seen anything about him. So I'm not exactly knowledgeable on what he's achieved. But my initial feeling is that he hasn't done that much. And I could be wrong. I'm not 100% sure, but that's just my gut telling me that he's not the guy. But obviously, I guess we'll find out. But you guys might get a manager bounce, Leeds fans. We certainly didn't with Nathan Jones, but we may have a bounce when he's gone. Sel's doing a wonderful job against Chelsea, really actually tactically did well. And it's been a nice refreshing look, considering the absolute tactical disaster class that Nathan Jones would put out every week with the dumbest lineups, the dumbest systems, then proceed to blame it on everything else. It's going to be a massive game. Obviously, both teams need points desperately. Leeds obviously lost to Everton in another massive relegation battle game, and that's gonna hit their confidence. I hope it does, actually. That's going to hit their confidence. It's going to affect them. And obviously, we went to Stamford Bridge. Obviously, Chelsea not playing the best stuff, not playing amazing, right? But to go there and win is still huge, right? Go there, win, clean sheet, undersells the first game in charge. It's a massive, massive result. And to be fair, I did watch the pitch unseen, which is like, the behind the scenes of the game. And it really felt like there was something brewing there. And I'm not talking like, Sales are going to go on a 10-match unbeaten run and save us. I'm not saying that. It's more just like, it feels as if him being in charge has instilled a little bit more fight, right? The players really seem to be behind him. The players really seem to like him. Apparently, the staff like him, the board like him and stuff like that, which is a really good sign. He's kind of won me over with some of the clips that were after the game, him going over to the fans and the players pushing him in front, fans chanting his name and his reactions and stuff like that. It really does fill me with a little bit of hope, and that's not good because our hope for the fans so far has been, it's just been killed, isn't it? With Nathan Jones' appointment and all these sort of muppets in charge. And it's been tough, right? It's been tough. There's not been much hope, not been much optimism. You go into a game thinking we'd be lucky to get a point. And now it may change a little bit. I wouldn't say we're going to go into the league game thinking, we're going to win comfortably, But it's definitely more positive feeling going there. I feel like the fans could definitely get behind the team. And obviously we tend to perform better in away games. I mean, we won one game at home compared to the 4 away. And we're actually in the top half. Bear with me. We're in the top half for away form this season. How? I don't know. It's because our home form fucking dreadful. So I actually probably prefer to play Leeds away from home. But at the end of the day, I'm expecting us to play probably the same system, same way. I think Big Paul up front is a massive, massive plus for us. He's brilliant at holding the ball up. He's like Pele, but obviously Pele was brilliant for us. But he's like the new Pele, basically, the big man up front who's going to hold the ball up and bring us out. And I think that's what we've been missing for a long time. And I think Ralph is probably looking at that, being pissed off he didn't get that signing. Because I feel like it would have fit his system perfectly. Maybe him and Che Adams, Adams running him behind. Probably not now because Adams, he can't shoot. But maybe before, right? maybe back under Ralph, last season and stuff like that. Maybe it would have worked better. But definitely, Big Paul up front is a big plus. Sulemana looks dangerous every time he's on the ball. He's looking electric. But the problem with him, I got a little bit of a feeling in the Chelsea game. He holds onto the ball a little bit too much, which is fine. But sometimes I just want him to pass the ball and keep possession. But obviously it's better to have someone who's direct and willing to attack a defence than someone passive who just likes to pass backwards the whole time and not lose the ball. So it's really, there's pros and cons to it. But he's a great player. And obviously James Ward-Prowse, Lavia, they're all firing. I'm a little bit sceptical of Jan Bednarek. I always feel like he's got a mistake in him. He's always got an own goal in him. So hopefully, I'm really hoping Salazar Bella-Kotchap, please both be fit. It's been so long since we've had them two as the centre-back pairing in a 4. And maybe Kyle Walker-Peters will be fit as well. I know Maitland-Niles had a great game, but at the end of the day, Kyle Walker-Peters is one of our best players. Like, he has to play if he's fit. And then obviously Gavin Bazunu, I think, had a brilliant game against Chelsea. Probably the best game he's played for us this season. And that's a good feeling. That's a good feeling to have a keeper who really commanded well, came for crosses and made saves when needed. Obviously, Chelsea didn't create too many chances, just those 2 major chances, which were blocked on the line. But for Gavin Bazunu, he did make some smart saves. So it was honestly that would be a massive confidence boost for him. And obviously, I think Sales is definitely keeping the boys motivated, and confidence should be sky high. But predictions-wise for this game, the first game we played against Leeds was a 2-2 draw. I believe Leeds took a 2-0 lead, and then we sort of made some impactful subs. This was when Mara, I think, had his debut and made that beautiful Kevin De Bruyne-esque pass to Kyle Walker-Peters. But that was obviously under Jesse March. I don't really know how Leeds are going to set up. I'll be honest, I don't watch them. And obviously with change in management stuff, if he's in charge, maybe if he's in charge for this game in the dugout, obviously with Visa going through, then he may play a different system than if the assistant was in charge. So I don't really know how Leeds are going to set up. I don't know how they play. All I know is that they've got some definitely quality players. Somerville and Gononto. The guy who's electric at the moment. So definitely we've got to watch out for them. But for us, I'm just expecting a 4-4-2, So basically probably the same team as Chelsea, maybe 1 or 2 changes like Kyle Walker-Peters, Sellers who may come in. I think it'll be the same type of football though, just long to pull and sort of try and get balls into the box. And definitely with players like James Ward-Prowse, we can get big pull on some good headers. But predictions wise, I'll be honest, boys, I've probably predicted us to win twice this season, and I was right the first time when we bet Chelsea. I did predict us to win. And I predicted us to win against Everton, so that's 2. I'm on fire. Okay, I'm going to go Southampton to win. The blind optimism is getting to me. The bias is coming out. I'm going to say 2-1 Southampton. I mean, it's hard to predict. Obviously, it'd be completely different if Leeds had a manager or not had a manager. It'd be different if we had a different manager and not had assistant coach. It would be different if we didn't beat Chelsea. It's all over the place. But yeah, I'm backing the boys for this game. It's a huge game. We have to get a point. I just don't want to lose, right? A win's massive, but a draw away to Leeds would be crucial as well. But yeah, that's the prediction. I'll make a community post so you guys can vote on what you think the result will be, and hope for a Southampton win, obviously. But yeah, that will be the video. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I hope I see you for the watch along. I think it's the same time as always, like 3 p.m. or something. So I'll be live at 2:50, and hope to see Southampton back-to-back wins. When was the last time that happened? In the Prem, obviously. Nathan Newland got 3 in a row against bloody, cup games and shit, but hopefully we get 2 wins in a row, and that obviously would potentially take us out of relegation, obviously if Bournemouth went to get a result and whatnot. So it could be literally 2 games under Sales and we're out of relegation. That would be absolutely huge. I mean, it's always good to hear him speak and say how much he wants a job and believes he's good enough to do it. It really fills me with hope that he can really take it by the scruff of the neck. I mean, these opportunities in the Premier League don't happen often. And if you have a caretaker manager who really wants a job and is really going to work hard and has been at the club for the under 2 managers, Nathan Jones and Ralph, then it really fills me a lot of confidence that he may just be able to do it himself, which would obviously be nice, wouldn't it? But yeah, like, subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time.